morning, viewers. Welcome to our show. It's yet another lovely day. I am joined with an extraordinary woman who is going to give us insight on what the PDP process did to her. Thank you for joining us, Wanjugu.
Thank you for having me, Val.
So I'd like you to tell us and our viewers what you do for a living, who you are. Just briefly tell us who you are and what you do.
First of all, my name is Wanjugu, Gichuru. I am a minister of the word, and I'm passionate about equipping women and young people. Yes, in brief.
That's amazing.
Yes.
So this is what you do on your day-to-day basis.
Yes, so Wired Global focuses on equipping women and young people to know their true identity, find their purpose, and impact their communities. Yes.
All right. So just explain to us what's your relationship between Righteous Oaks and Wired.
Wired.
Yeah.
So Wired Global started this year. However, the vision has been there for 3 years.
Yeah.
So I met Samantha Waki 3 years ago when we were doing a personal development plan. And so that's when, I got to know about Righteous Oaks. Yes.
So that was 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
And would you say 3 years ago, is it where you are right now? Is there a difference? Is there a clear difference between where you are 3 years ago and right now?
Yes, a lot has happened. 3 years ago, I just had an idea or just a dream or a passion.
Yeah.
And through the PDP process, I was able to write it out, have a plan, and later on, Wired Global came to be. So I would say that I am living out the dream I wrote 3 years ago. A lot has happened.
Yeah.
I got to connect with people who have helped me make Wired Global a reality.
All right. I'll take you back to those 3 years
Yes,
ago.
okay,
I need to understand something. So this is Wanjugu. She is working. She doesn't even know who Samantha is. Then you meet Samantha. Where were you then before you actually even knew what the personal development process is all about? Yeah.
Who I was then, I was a dreamer, I would say.
Yeah.
I just had a lot of dreams. I wanted to do many things. I believe God had a lot for me to do, but I was stuck. I was stuck in the sense that I didn't know where to start. I was overwhelmed. I was thinking this is too much, reaching people, leaders, growing leaders, and I would say fearful. So that's how I was. I was also confused. I didn't have a plan.
Yeah.
So when Samantha came up with this God-given tool, personal development plan, I was able to sit down and craft out and actually hear myself saying, this is what the vision God has given me, this is what the mission God has given me, and through that I was able to draw out a plan. Usually I'm the kind of person who has a lot and I want to do a lot at the same time.
Yes.
So the plan guided me, gave me a structure to follow. Of course, the plan has timelines, and it also has objectives. So that helped me. Yeah. So coming from a person who didn't have a plan to a person who had a plan. So I would say that's where I was, and this is where I am now.
This is incredible.
Yes.
So throughout your different sessions, how many sessions did you go through?
Wow, there were many. There were many. I would have to say, I think for months. 3 months. Yeah, 3 months. We had 3 months, and then we had a follow-up. So I used to meet with her, and I'm fortunate to have her as a friend. So we usually just went on, she was following up on just how I'm doing with the plan, and it's been amazing. Yeah.
So you wrote this vision 3 years ago.
Yes.
And 3 years later, it's actually come to pass. How are you feeling about that?
Surreal. I think every day I wake up and I'm just thinking, I'm actually living what I had written 3 years ago. It's amazing. Just as Habakkuk 2 says that if you write down your vision, then those who read it will run with it. So that's what happened.
Yeah.
I wrote it in faith,
Yeah.
and honestly, I am running with it, and everyone who's also in Wired Global is also running with it.
I'm loving this. I'm loving this.
Yes.
So right now, tell me, do you have other visions? Do you have other set goals? Now, what is it for you now? From now you're living your vision.
what I can actually say is I have faith for bigger, audacious goals.
Yes.
The goals I'd written 3 years back were not really, they were kind of safe. Of course, the vision is standard, the mission is standard, but the goals you set, change. So what's happening as I grow?
Yeah.
So the good thing is I have the tool, and I still have Samantha who I can, bounce off ideas with. And so the goals are bigger, I'm more audacious. I'm dreaming big where I'd want to be in 5 years, 10 years. So I would say, I'm a risk taker. I think I've grown in taking risks.
Yes.
I'm like, since I've actually gotten here, I can actually even go further. So in the next 3 years, the next 5 years, I'll even do much more than I've been able to accomplish in the past 3 years.
Wanjugu, your story is really encouraging, and I can see the growth, and I can even be part of your vision. I can feel your faith in it. So if someone is out there, one of your friends or just a stranger, and they're really interested in doing this PDP, what would you recommend, and what would you tell them in order for them to know that they need this?
I will tell everyone out there who has a vision, you need to sign up and get a session with Righteous Oaks and get this vision, make this vision a reality. Righteous Oaks will help you have a plan, so it won't just be in your head or your heart, but then you actually have steps for you to make that vision a reality.
This is awesome. And speaking of Wired Global, we've just been mentioning Wired, and someone out there is wondering, what is Wired? So just explain to us a bit more in brief, and also how can someone get in touch with you?
Yeah. As I said, Wired Global connects women and youth to their identity, purpose, so that they can impact their communities. We have various programs, and one program we have is for ladies above 23 years old, and where you get to connect with your purpose, you get to know what God has for you, and so that you can radically influence your space. You can reach us through Facebook.
Yes.
That's Wired Global, and you can get all the info you need through that.
Thank you, Wanjugu, for all that information and for actually taking your time to just come and share with us your experience. This is such an amazing testimonial.
Thank you for having me.
Viewers, you have heard it from the horse's mouth. This is extraordinary. If you really want to be part of this, kindly contact us and stay tuned for more.